Hello, childrens. I hope you all are doing well by staying at home. You all are safe and healthy. Now, today we are going to learn the first lesson of our grammar book. This is the sentence. First, we have to learn the definition of sentence. We should understood first what is a sentence. A sentence is an ordered group of words which makes complete sense. A sentence is an ordered group of words which makes complete sense. What does it mean? It means first of all the sentence should be in an ordered group. It means the words should be arranged in a proper way and it should make a complete sense. If we are going to arrange the words in a proper way, then only it is going to make a complete sense. Second important thing, a sentence should always begin with a capital letter. Whenever we start writing any of the sentence, remember the first letter of the word should be capital letter. Second, the word should be ordered in a certain way to make a complete sense, which I have told you already that if we are going to arrange the words in a proper way, then only it is going to make a complete sense. And a sentence usually ends with a full stop. After completing a sentence or after writing a sentence, we should give a full stop. It means now the sentence ends with the full stop. See the example. The rose smells sweet. See the first letter of the sentence. It is capital letter and it ends with a full stop. And the most important thing that it is arranged in a systematic or in a proper way. The rose smells sweet. We cannot write the sweet smells rose or we cannot write smell sweet the rose. However, the words are same in all three sentences, but because it is not arranged properly, it is not going to make any proper sense. So remember, we have to arrange the words in a proper way, in a proper sense. We have now learned that I do not, it is an incomplete sentence. In fact, because it is not giving any sort of meaning, that's why it is making an incomplete sense, and so this is not a sentence. Now see the second word, I do not like bananas. It is making a complete sense and so it is a sentence. See the another example, is breakfast eating he? Not a meaningful order, so it is not in sentence. He is eating breakfast. It is a meaningful order arranged in a proper way. That's why it is a sentence. Now we have to understood that we can divide sentence into two parts. The first part is called subject and the second part is called predicate. The person, place, thing or emotion that is spoken about, or we can say the naming part, is also known as subject. And what is said? It means what is said about the person, place, thing or emotion, or the doing part is known as predicate. Here for the example, see the sun shines bright. We are talking about the sun. So the naming part is the sun. So it is a subject. And what shines bright? It is a sun. And what is the doing part? That is the shines brightly. That is the doing part and it is called predicate. See the another example. Read the following sentences carefully. The dog is barking. They are playing cricket. That bicycle is yours. The girl is carrying a bag. Here we can easily see the distribution of subject and predicate. See again, the naming part in a sentence is called the subject. The subject indicates the person or thing that does the action. It means the person or the thing who perform any action is called the subject, and the doing part in a sentence is called predicate. The predicate describes the action that the subject does. It refers to the rest of a sentence and beginning of the verb. Thus, a sentence is made up of two parts, the subject and the predicate. Let's do some of the exercises. Here see, I have already given you some of the homeworks, yet I am going to explain it one by one. Separate the following sentences into their subject and predicate. Here we see a herd of cattle is grazing. So the subject will be a herd of cattle. We are talking about the herd of cattle who is grazing. The teacher gave us homework. So the teacher will be the subject and gave us homework will be the predicate. The clock ticks all day long. Here the subject will be the clock which ticks all day long. The rest will be predicate. There is a deer in the park. We are talking about the deer and the deer is in the park. So there is a deer. It should be the subject, and in the park it should be the predicate. They solved the sum quickly. Who solved? They. So they will be the subject and solved the sum quickly will be predicate. The boys were watching the match. Who were watching? The boys. So the subject will be the boys and were watching the match will be predicate. Sunday is the first day of the week. Sunday will be the subject and is the first day of the week will be the predicate. Wisdom is better than strength. Wisdom will be the subject and is better than strength will be the predicate. An old man sat under a tree. Who sat under a tree? An old man. So an old man will be a subject and sat under a tree will be a predicate. The singing of birds delights us. So here the subject will be the singing of birds. We might get confused by the singing. No, but we should know that who is walking. The action is done by the birds. So the singing of birds will be the subject and delights us will be the part of predicate. Now let's come to the another exercise. Look at the following group of words. Tick if it is a sentence and cross if not. I have told you already that a group of words which makes a complete sense, that will be the only sentence. So here you have to find out by yourself that which group of word or is making a complete sense, that is a sentence. Now here match correct predicate with the given subject. To make complete sense, we have to match the subject and predicate. You can see we have done it and you do a bit of work so that you might also can do this.